Will I butcher the name? Developers, you have to judge me. But the second game today for Indiecember. Absym? Absym? Correct. Glorious. Your game looks beautiful, by the way. I'm excited to get into it. Should I play with a controller or with mouse and keyboard? Objective, retrieval of information held by the Keepers of the Abyss. Island of Nihilor. Nihilor? Better controller, but as you wish. All right, well, I got one right here. Mission details. Primary objective. Identify and retrieve all documents, instruments, and records collected by the Keepers of the Abyss. Critical for understanding the anomalies of the island. Look at that. Look at it. Yeah, dude. Told you it was beautiful. Engagement protocol. Treat anyone on the island as hostile. All encounters must be handled with extreme prudence. Hell of a place to dock. Doesn't look like anyone's home. Chief, this is Rifter. I've made landfall. No contact yet. Whole place looks like it gave up. Understood. Head into the village and locate a secure position for base camp. We'll dock the cruiser once you've locked it down. And Rifter, keep an eye out down there. Something about this place feels wrong, even from here. Acknowledged. I'm on my way. Out. Dead quiet and abandoned. Just my kind of welcome party. Look at this. Look at this, dude. Once you guys sent in your submission, the moment that I saw this, I was like, this is a wild art style. It looks fantastic. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I really like this. Actually, I love that you've put target dummies right up here in the beginning to show exactly what the game feels like. A lot of games like this don't do that. They just kind of throw you into combat. Haunted. Destructible objects. We love to see it. I love the proximity sound on that. That's beautiful. Oh, okay. It's a little bit of look outside going on there. Nope, don't like that. Oh. All right. Love that. That guy looks like he needs some, some eye drops, I think. It asks little of us, only the memory, only the blood. The waves, they speak always. The crystal, it wants it, it wants it. We had to give, we had to offer. Oh. I thought I was gonna fight him. He just, alright. Nice. Combat feels really nice and clean. Really, really clean. Exactly the way you'd want it to feel, to be honest with you. It looks like enemies actually do have, like, kind of hit animations, so if you hit them, they do get stunned slightly, at least on those small enemies. Not exactly a friendly neighborhood, is it? I should contact HQ to let them know. Ah, that's I feel like that one's not going to get stunned when I hit it with a sword. Oh! What the hell is that thing? You are not meant to die here. You are different. The Absym remembers you. Who are you? What are you talking about? Look inward. Let the Absym show you what you are. Reach into it. Oh, I'm being brought into a cult. That's perfect. Oh, that's weird. Let's get rid of the lightning ones. Alright. Easy peasy. Rifter, your vitals just spiked through the roof. What the hell happened out there? They're gone. All of them. Gone? As in retreated? Dead. Torn apart. And I I don't remember how. You're not making sense. The last Aether Pulse showed you trapped amid those entities. Then the instruments went dead. Now your aura reads clear, no sign of harm. I should be dead, Chief. I felt them closing in. Then it's just flashes. Heat. Blood. Alright, whatever happened, we'll figure it out later. Right now, I need you to find a secure spot for the camp. You're still our eyes on the ground. Understood. Rifter out. Okay, so we can swap into Absym mode. That's friggin' sick. Okay, so we can just swap. Oh, looks like we actually have a gun, too. And it has heat. I like that. Yeah, I do that a lot. We have a potion on left button. We have a turn into an Absym on right trigger. We have a gun on right bumper. That feels good. Radio tower. Radio towers are devices that resonate through hidden signals. When activated, they align and reveal the correct direction to follow, guiding your exploration through Nihilor. Alright, nice. 160 currency. Yeah, a little bit of secret god powers. What? See if I can get through that. Those eyeball doors freak me out, dude. Sanity depletion. While in Absymolith. While in Absymolith, your sanity blue bar will be slowly drained. When depleted, you'll start taking damage. Be careful. On the island of Nihilor, losing sanity will increase your physical attack. The lower your sanity, the greater your attack bar becomes. Okay. Lose your mind. Take damage. Do more damage. Love that. You won't always be able to use your powers. If rifting fails, move to another area and try to rift again. Oh, that is freaking sick. Look at that, dude. We can't rift everywhere. Oh, that's really interesting. That's a really... I bet there's going to be boss fights and stuff that use that. Oh my god, we got ads. We're going to wait. So my sanity is slowly depleting while I'm here. But we can get over obstacles this way, and then the sanity comes back up. However... I can also stand on a platform like this. That's really interesting, man. Look at that. Right? What a... That means you guys built every environment twice. Completely bonkers. They don't exist on the other side. Did I just gain a level? I'm getting XP for doing this. Interesting. It looks like there's a little bit of, like, aiming that it does for you, which is kind of huge. Yeah. You love 2.5D games? I agree. These guys are giving me experience points. Okay, nothing this way. Love it. Oh? I thought maybe there'd be something like in this room. It looks like you can get secrets. Oh, yeah. See, I got Absym dust there. So there's like secrets in one world and then also in the other world. Dude. Dude. Chief, this is Rifter. I've reached an open area in the south quadrant of the village. Looks stable. With enough room for 5 modules. It's an old square. Might have been used for gatherings. You may start your landing. Copy that. Any further encounters since last report? A few. Small clusters, and none too welcoming. Nothing I couldn't handle. Understood. Set up the beacon. We'll be there shortly. On it. Small custard. Dude, I want a small custard. I'm down. Expedition skill tree. By accessing a Lumiflora checkpoint, you can open the Expedition skill tree. From here, you can unlock new abilities and services for the Rifter, enhancing your strength, versatility, and survival in the field. Each upgrade represents the combined progress of the expedition. You can unlock new skills using skill points. Skill points are earned through the Rifter's actions during exploration of Nihilor, such as defeating enemies, discovering hidden areas, or completing expedition objectives. The more you explore and adapt, the more your connection to the expedition grows. Holy shit. I love the Alchemist. That is beautiful. Oh my god, there's so much. There is so much in here. There's so much... maximum sanity. Rift switch sanity cost -5. Oh, that's the security guy. So I was gaining experience for this guy by killing those units. The occultist, dude. What is this? Armory? Look at this place, Rifter. Just a rotting old fishing village to the eyes of the fool. But don't let the appearances trick you. Ruins, relics, lost tech, strange materials, this place has it all. Doesn't matter how it looks, this place isn't dead. It's a vault, brimming with knowledge, and I'm here to crack it open. If this village looks like this, I need to see the capital. Aren't you excited, pal? You get to go first into all of this. How lucky of you. Yeah, alright. This island is infested with unknown creatures, you say. I don't care. I've seen far worse in war. These stories of monsters are just nonsense for those who haven't faced true hell. Creatures or not, this island is just another place to get through. Ghosts and mystical powers do not concern me. We have a mission, we'll see it through. Hell yeah, dude. Alright. Absym crystals. Attack the central core to summon waves of enemy. Oh, okay. But my sanity. Come on, sanity, sanity, sanity. Corruption 33%, crystallized attack. Cool. I sense that finally you're beginning to understand the truth behind this place. Each step brings you closer to what sleeps beneath Nihilor. Secrets do not fear the light. They await those who know how to see. Do not let the light blind you. Keep searching. My max health has been oh. Absorb the corruption. Look at the 20 bonus damage! So it's got a cooldown, but it does 20 bonus damage. Ah! Okay, so tiny little thing that squeaks and explodes. Got it. Alright, I'm gonna go through that portal after I clean whatever this shit up. All this shit up here. Get it all removed. There we go. Alright, let's rock. Electric Absym. Enemies are randomly hit by electrical sparks. Eruption 50%. Lightning interval every 6.5 seconds. Lightning clouds 1. Lightning damage 20. Yeah, I'm going with that. I don't know what corruption does. I feel it within you. It grows. Understanding. Willpower. You have already passed through many veils. And what you've become honors me. Dude, anytime a corrupted being says what you've become honors me, it's a bad idea. Yeah, that's not good. Don't touch that. Whatever that is, whatever's saying that, leave it alone. If you wish to cross the threshold of higher knowledge, from where the broken voices stand as monuments beneath the weight of knowledge, head ever westward. Do not trust what you see. The path reveals itself only to those who can ignore the deceit of the eyes. Do not trust your lying eyes. Okay. Let's see what I have here. Wrist gun, Aether gel container. Oh, that's a lot of corruption, man. That's fine, right? Yeah, I'm only 50% corrupted. What, you've become honors us? Oh, no. Chat, you're not supposed to be an old god. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be normal, I think. Maybe a little bit. Nah, you were never normal. I'm lying to you. Okay, so we have a split route here. I want to go over there, though. How do I get over there? Let me in. What? Huh. Stimpack enhancer, so Stimpack is now level 2. This is an interesting little chest there. Special enemies. Enemies with purple health bars have armor that makes them tough and dangerous. Do you switch their dimension and use Rift Search? Okay. We can fight them in both dimensions. Ah, that is tough, actually. Wait, Rift Switch is... Oh. So we can Rift Switch to remove their shield, but it costs sanity. Is what I'm seeing there. So you see the shield on them and you go, nope. That's interesting. What's that? Mysterious blueprint. Okay, we're getting rep with the other characters. What sanity? Bottom left corner, the blue bar is sanity. So if I swap over to the other environment, like we come back up here, you can see that I've done that and my sanity is slowly draining. Also, if I hit left trigger, it uses a lot to swap back and forth. But that brings enemies into that world, so... That seems haunted. Hey, buddy. You doing alright over there? That guy is, he's gonna be okay, right? Right? Like, he's gonna be okay? He's taking a nap? Hey, buddy. You can't park here. Yeah. Yeah, you can't park here. Thought you should know. It's important. Okay. I see. Okay. You have to use the other dimension to determine which ones you're allowed to break. Oh dear, that's a lot of corruption on that. Bullets hitting enemies generate lightning that strikes nearby foes. Enemies transported with rift change will receive electric damage. I think the bullet one is the way. I don't know what corruption does, though. How much corruption do I have? I got 58% now? It's a bit spooky, you know? I don't like that. I need to figure out, like, what does corruption do to me? I don't want to go that way. I want to figure this out first. There's got to be a way, right? He's got to have a thing. A thing connected to this somewhere. Funny. Not what I wanted. Nope. Oh yeah, I could just remove his shield, yeah? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so Rift Switch doesn't just do that, it teleports them to the other dimension. So when I swap him to a different dimension, that's what's happening. I didn't realize that was going on. Okay, that's neat. Oh, I finally got hurt. It hurts. Alright. I'm gonna switch back. I want to go see the other direction. Circle around you takes enemies in. It does. The interesting part to me is it doesn't just take enemies in, it like... There it is. It switches them to the other dimensional side, whatever it is that you're doing, right? Stimpack fragment. Okay, they gave me all my stims back. Nice. So, like, if I'm on the real world, it'll swap me back. If I'm on the other world, it'll swap them there, right? It just moves them to whatever world I'm switching to. Nope. Like that. That feels insane. What an awesome feeling ability. Like... And since this world, I can regenerate my sanity, and the other world, I do more damage the lower my sanity is, I can just send people to the other world, and then start doing damage, because my damage is higher while I'm in here, because I'm insane. And the longer that I do this, the more damage I'm going to do. Like that. And then I have to get my... Yeah, it's very risk versus reward concept. You can also remove enemies to be able to change the difficulty of what's going on by doing this. More. There we go. The Rifter's max HPs are increased. Max health increased by 10, but max health decreased by 15%. That's a net loss. Rifter's chance to make a critical hit is increased. Ooh. Yeah, that's the one. More sanity. Slowly going insane. It's fun. You start to feel anxious because the heartbeat audio? Heartbeat audio actually makes people feel anxious, which is usually why it's used. It's smart, to be honest with you. I use it too. Same thing. What? There's got to be a way in. Also, that guy still has stuff. Streamer blindness? Streamer blindness. How do I have streamer blindness? What do you mean? Chat, no. Where? What do you mean? Might be somewhere else. Wait, that was weird. I managed to get on top of a building. I will always find a way to break a game. I don't think there's a way to get up there just yet. I'm gonna go forward. Manage expedition. Okay, so we can manage the expedition from a distance, is what it looks like. I love that. Max HP. We actually have the chief. Recall drone. The botanist. The blacksmith. And the alchemist is not good enough yet. Down you go. It looks like whatever this is down below. Maybe we'll get back down there. Nice. Love that. I love the idea of having like a support enemy like that. That's freaking rad. There's a lot of enemies in here. And you said I had streamer blindness. How dare you? I like how, because I couldn't transport to the other dimension, but they could. Like, they just went into the floor. Oh my god, he's up there. Well, that's probably bad. Let's get rid of that good old cultist, you know? Seed of cleansing. I don't know what that does. Alright, let's look at the Seed of Cleansing. Inventory? The Cleansing Seed is a rare specimen produced by Lumiflora. Oh, the game is not actually paused. Give to the botanist required skill Elixirs of Resilience. Alright. Like in all the different games. Honestly, this is awesome. The idea of fighting between them is crazy. The one of the things that I do want to bring up, and I kind of want to ask him about it, is I've noticed that there's no music pretty much anywhere so far. And like, I want to know if that's like a design decision, or if they want to, or if it's like a drawback of their team, or like, what is it? Because that's fascinating to me. If it's a design decision, I'd like to understand. Oh! Oh, my bones! Or is it off by default? I didn't see any audio options in the menu. So I'm gonna ask a bunch of questions around that. I'm kind of interested. Oh, we won. How corrupted will I become now? You kind of like the music? It's very atmospheric, so it might be a design decision. I'm interested. Enemies transported through the rift will be crystallized. The Rifter's dash crystallizes the enemies. That's kind of sick. But that's a lot of minus max HP so far. Crystallized shot, common. I think I'm going to do crystallized rift. Oh, but that brings me to 91% corruption. That's a lot of corruption. I'm going to do the dash. Yeah, I'm going to do the dash. That's too much corruption. I don't know what happens when you hit 100%, but it probably isn't good. You know what I mean? A little 100% corruption never hurted anyone. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like that's not true. I feel like 100% corruption is probably too much corruption. A journal. Note 3. We've reached the inner market, but it's not what we hoped for. With the few survivors left, we built a crude barrier of scrap to keep the maddened villagers away. Evelyn is worsening. The cut on her arm has turned red and swollen. Her hands shake. Her breathing falters. No remedy helps. She's slipping away, as if something inside her is breaking. I fear it's no mere infection, but the curse consuming us all. Night has fallen over the market. Children need rest, and Evelyn most of all. Alright. That seems good. Good, you know. It's great. It's a great idea. Weapon enhancement. Alchemist bro. You get nothing. Max sanity is kind of legit. Max health. Alright. Okay, we already found that one. Hilarious. Why can't I transport? Interesting. Nice. I love that you can just, like, walk over environments in this. Wait, am I stuck here now? That is deeply horrifying to look at. Uh-oh. Hey guys, that was a key. That thing was... That was it. Imagine getting turned into a key. Right? Because these all used to be living things, I bet. Like, what is your purpose? When you die, that door opens. Oh. Uh-oh. Right? I really like the dash through stun. Yeah, the game mechanics feel fantastic. Ooh. Okay. Hold up. That felt real rough. It feels like if you don't play very well, the game will turn around on you really quickly. The barrier's gone. They broke through during the night. Villagers, crazed and unstoppable. We ran through the dark, rain pounding so hard it drowned our steps. Cold cut to the bone, clothes soaked through. Found shelter, found dry yellow clothes. Awful, but warm. Evelyn is still sick, but at least she's not shaking. There's a boat behind the house. We're leaving for the residential area before they find us. I found 2 of them now. That was note 4, so that was after the one we just found before. That one. I'm in a chest. Is there a fourth one? Or a fifth one, rather? Those two are the ones I'm supposed to break. They're both broken now. Ah, it's down there. Okay. Yeah. Boop. Yoink. Getting real close to corruption there. Ugh. I mean... I think I'm going to discard this one. It's not very good. I'm going to discard it. We're getting that Absym dust. Yeah. We made it to the residential area, but the night brought something I can't describe. We were heading for the dockyard when Evelyn collapsed. Then came the madness. Gods help me. She killed Ellie. Our little girl. But it wasn't her. I swear it wasn't. Something else was inside her. Something dark. There was no time to think. I had to. I stopped her. With my own hands. Evelyn. My Evelyn. Bertie hasn't spoken since. He just stares. Hollow. Terrified. I've lost them all. I've lost myself. I spent the night beside their bodies. Frozen. Empty. At dawn, we'll try for the dockyard. But I don't know if I can go on. Maybe it's better if I don't. Well, we got some grimdark fantasy happening. The writing is quite good. Don't look at it. Don't look at the mark. Don't look at the mark. Hey, I'm gonna look at it. Do not be afraid, Rifter. You've already stepped where others would turn away. You can feel it, can't you? The weight beneath this place. The strain in the air. The world is shifting, and you are standing at its fault line. What sleeps below is not darkness, but a choice. A rare chance to make things right. Come closer. Help restore the balance. Knowledge must endure, or all will collapse. I don't like it when disembodied voices start giving me moral lessons, especially in places that smell like death. Rifter, this is Base Camp. Reading heavy distortion on your channel. The hell did you find down there? Who are you talking to? They can't follow you here. Their fearful minds are too small to see what truly lies beneath. The ritual isn't destruction, it's preservation. 4 lives not stolen, but offered, so the fracture may heal. You are not their enemy, Rifter. You are their only hope. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. In for a penny, in for a pound. Starting the ritual. You understand. You are brave. This will not be easy, but no great act ever is. Now be careful. They're coming. I gotta get my sanity back. Ah! Feels good. Damn. Those bullets hurt, man. Nice. Eat it. You carried the weight, and you did not falter. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for giving this world a chance. Rifter, this is Base. Do you copy? We detected a massive energy discharge. What's happening out there? Just interference. No hostile activity detected. Continuing reconnaissance. Out. No survivors. The knowledge I've gained, it may aid me. It may consume me, but not today. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. We just increase our melee damage at all times? Yeah, done. And this one... I'm only a little bit more corrupted, right? Movement speed, that's busted. That's always busted. Oh, Bullets hitting enemies generate lightning that strikes nearby foes. Only 108% corrupted. That's fine, right? That's more than all of me corrupted, right? 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 Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Purification Rift. Oh, look. Look, guys, they were saved. Yeah, look how saved they are. Look how saved they are. They're very saved right now. Yeah, 108% is fine, right? Like, if we look at it, I'm just very, very corrupted. It's fine. It's fine. I like how you could swap dimensions and then that guy falls off the building. It felt really interesting, actually. Alright, I'm gonna have the devs on in just a few moments. About 2 minutes. But this is cool. I really like the world crafting that it has. I'm very interested in design, you know? And in the kind of direction for stuff. Note 6. I can't shake off the weight of last night. Every thought cuts like a blade. My boy's silence. It's worse than any scream. On the way to the dockyard, we passed through the Carpenter's District. I found an old friend there. Together, we set charges to destroy the bridge, to buy some time. But they came, the abandoned ones. We were trapped. He looked at me once, then triggered the blast. The explosion threw me down. I lived. He didn't. The bridge is gone now, just smoke and splinters. I keep telling myself it meant something, that his death, her death, all of it, meant something. But the voice in my head says otherwise. We're close to the dockyard. I just need to keep moving. Just keep moving. Oh. Dead Cells turned 3D definitely does not feel like Dead Cells. Maybe for the art styles, were you saying it? Oh. We've reached the dockyard at last. My heart feels like stone, each step heavier than the last. Birdie walks beside me, silent, eyes lost somewhere I can't reach. Evelyn, Ellie, all gone. Everything turned to dust. We hide in the shadows, waiting for night to cover our escape. The land is sick, poisoned by madness. I can feel it sinking into me, but I can't stop now. Birdie still breathes, and while he does, I have to keep moving. Once we reach Lang, maybe we'll find help. Maybe someone will hear us. If we survive, if he survives, then maybe all of this, everything I've done, will still mean something. Another seed of cleansing. Love to see that. Huh. Well, alright then. What's up, dude? Yoink. Not sure if intended or hilarious. I really like the purification. That system seems really cool. Like, purification damage, being a big AoE like that is very, very interesting. Alright, I'm gonna call on the devs. We're gonna go from there. This is awesome. Why, hello.
Hello.
I see your name. Your name is also Rifter.
Yeah, it's me.
How's it going?
Yeah.
It's good, it's good. Thank you.
So, introduce you guys like yourselves. There's three devs in here in the call, but let chat know who you are, what it is you work on, and a little bit of, actually there's 4 now. 4. They're multiplying. Yeah, so let them know who you are.
Basically, it's the whole team. So I'm gonna say that I am the composer and the sound designer, and I let the other guys present themselves. So, guys.
Hello, I'm Filippo, and I'm the responsible for debug, or the programmer if you want.
That's fair.
I'm Niccolò. I'm the artist of the environment and the characters.
And I'm Samuele, and I'm the game designer, mostly the level designer.
That's fantastic. It's nice to meet all of you. And your game is cool as hell. I have not seen a system that works like this. This feels really, really cool.
Thank you.
I guess the first thing is I'd really like to understand. We were talking about music earlier. There's very, like, the sound design is all just atmospheric. Was that an intended thing? You just want to have atmospheric noise? You don't really want to have music behind it?
Exactly. What you heard or didn't hear, it's that basically what we're trying to achieve by not having music while you're going through the level is just that kind of feeling that you get in Souls-like games. In Souls-like games, you don't have music during going through the level, but you have the atmosphere, the sounds, the monsters. You hear your steps, you hear your attacks, you hear everything. So basically, what we were going for was that, trying to immerse the player in the world instead of giving it a background music to accompany him during this journey.
Yeah, personally, I really like it. Like, it's kind of grown on me where I can hear each sound that the enemies are about to do. I can hear, like, you know, if I'm making an attack, it feels like it has more weight behind it. So I like that. I think it works really, really well here. Very much so enjoy it.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about the world design. Like, what were your guys' inspirations for this? Like, for the world setting? Have you called on, like, mythology? Have you called on other games? Like, what things drove you to want to build a universe like this where you can swap between parallel dimensions? There's a lot of corruption going on. I'd love to know.
Okay, yeah, basically, we, of course, as you can imagine, and as you can see, we got a lot of inspiration from Bloodborne, and a lot of the setting, a lot of the vibes, so we get it from there. But we wanted also to give something different, so we want to give a different mechanic, something fresh, maybe something more entertaining, because sometimes Bloodborne, of course, is amazing, is a masterpiece, but in some aspects, maybe, at least for me, it was a little bit slow in some aspect, so we wanted to give something a bit more fast. So that's why we wanted to introduce this mechanic of switching in real time, to have these we call it internally rift dancing. And so basically you use your powers, the rift mechanic, you need to go once again in the other, from the Absymolite to the normal world to get, let's say, breathe again, because you don't have sanity anymore. So you have to balance between these aspects to have, as you said during the stream, the risk reward. No, so you get more power, but you risk to get damage and this kind of stuff.
Yeah, so far it's really felt like a good balance of risk versus reward for that. Like, I actually am very much so enjoying it. It's hard to get that right too, where it's like, oh man, you want the player to feel compelled to stay in the risky situation so they can get a little bit more, and I feel like that every time I'm in there because I do so much more damage when my sanity is like near zero.
Yeah, that's what we are going for. So we are happy to hear it. About the word you were asking, most of our influence, if you want, comes from Lovecraftian thematic, basically, as you may have noticed. So all these kind of corrupted, crazy words, there's a lot of lore in this game, and trying to show it in a demo of 1 hour is not possible, of course. But we have lots of things in place for the players to experience in the full game, basically. And you have some hint of it with the mysterious figure that speak with you. There are lots of things, really.
I love this aspect of being able to have characters back at town, and then as you interact with things along the run, you can level those guys up. Is this something that stays per run? Is this meta progression, or is it like, does this disappear in some way? I don't know. Like, is this? I'm not sure what happens after I get through this level. Is it a level, or is it like, can I just keep going?
Okay,
it's a full story.
Stop going on. Stop. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So, if you press respawn, yeah, just press respawn. It's no problem. No problem. Yeah, we were talking, so yeah, that's the end of the level. So, yeah.
You don't
about
want
the
me to show that, is
expedition-
basically it. Okay.
No. You can show it, but I was telling you about the meta progression, and maybe we can show it a little bit more. If you use the checkpoint, you have in front of it. You are in front of it. Just press fast travel or return to base, basically.
Oh, okay. We can do that. We'll go return to base. Oh, I get to keep all my stuff. I was worried that would end my, like, run, because I'm used to playing, like, a roguelike, right? And then it would just disappear.
Yeah. The misunderstanding is this is not a full roguelike. This is more like a Souls-like, like yourself said.
Oh, so I'm corrupted forever. Nice. Yeah.
No, you're not corrupted forever. You can continue. You can go to the botanist. If you open the inventory and you read the description, there actually, we have a fully fledged system, but the hint should be to bring the seed to the botanist of the expedition. This one.
Oh.
And there is the option to reduce your corruption. You have to think of this system like a sort of soft cap for your powers, basically. So you can take more powers and be more corrupted, but if you go after a certain threshold, you start to experience significant malus, basically.
Okay.
So this is our, same risk-reward mechanic approach to your progression, basically.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, because I actually had 108%, and I wasn't quite sure what that does. What does it do when you're over 100%?
While you're reaching to the 100%, you can see in your HP and sanity bar there is a little purple missing part, that is locked. This is something that you lose with corruption going on. Yeah. And if you cleanse yourself from corruption, you regain it back. And going after, in this demo, for now, you only have a system that it's quite cool to see, but I don't think you can achieve it anymore. Basically, the player don't respond to your controls in the same way. There's you are going crazy, basically, stuff. There's some shaders, some effect, it's quite a fun thing to see. But in the real full game, there will be a system in place to have consequence in the story, basically. There are some events that are tied to the corruption and so on.
Yeah, that's actually really, really awesome. The idea of being able to play around with the corruption mechanic, and I didn't realize that it would be not like a roguelike, that it's more like a Souls-like, because that it feels, because of the scaling powers, that it would be that way. But now I have these scaling powers. How long do I get to keep them for? Do I keep these forever? Is this like a permanent build?
Of course, yeah, but of course in the demo we have to, give the players a better feeling of progression, so we have slightly stronger powers. So
that makes sense.
It's all balanced to basically give more enjoyment to the players.
I love that, though. I mean, I think that's fantastic. That's really, really awesome, because I was under the impression I'd be losing all of this stuff. The idea that I can keep that forever, that is part of who my character is. Are there any options to cleanse them or swap them out in case I try something and it just doesn't feel right?
Yeah, of course. As you can see, there is an alchemist in the expedition. Right now you can only talk to him. But with the alchemist, what we are going to give the player is basically the possibility to customize the build fully. That's 100%. Awesome. So you can craft some crystals, you can upgrade some other crystals. You can manage your build basically. Also about that, we have like a dual progression system. Really, we have this system based on crystals. So you have the corruption tied to them, and you have the slow and steady progression given by the expedition members. With the skills, the power up on the weapon, in the full game there are more weapons, more skills, all these kind of stuff that are free of corruption because you just have to spend Absym powder, and you're good to go, basically.
That's fantastic. We are about to get ads. I love this system. During the ad break, we're just going to wait for 2 minutes. But yeah, no, I love this. I think this is really, really cool. I didn't realize that actually changes the whole way that I feel about the game. Like, I already liked it, but now the idea that it's permanent and I make a character out of it and I make that build is very, very interesting. Like, incredibly so. And I love the idea of the corruption system being like something that I can fight against by finding those seeds. So exploring environments and doing pickups is super important. Love that. Okay, so you were talking about there being a secret. Okay, there we go. You were talking about there being a secret in the game that I didn't find, but I'm not. Don't tell me what it is. But you have secrets in the demo, is what you're saying.
Yes, yes. And what you found, the notes you found, actually tell a story. So
Yes, I
there is also
did
that.
see that. I did see the notes were telling a story. I was reading each one of them, and it was that was really interesting, and it made me want to kind of follow in the footsteps of what they did with like the broken bridge, and see if I could go across
Yeah.
said broken bridge. That was the first thought that I had was like, can I find that place? Oh,
And also, another thing that is in the demo, it's that you've seen those like books that you can pick up.
mm-hmm.
For example, at the end, those tell a story too. So there is also that you can pick up and read.
That's awesome. That's actually
So
really
we
awesome.
tried to, we really tried, because I'm telling you this because when we were thinking about the game, about the setting, about everything, basically what we made is like a timetable of the events that bring the player to where he is when he starts the game. So you can see that in game fully, but there are some bits of lore that you can read to what happened to this place, why is it like this, what happened to the fishing village, why is everyone corrupted, what is Absym. So there are bits and pieces of lore scattered around the whole game if you want to know what is going on.
Yeah, no, that makes sense completely. Like, I've been seeing stuff kind of hidden all over the place, little pieces of things, and then, like, it seems like you guys are doing this very lore-heavy. You want to do a lot of world building. Can you talk a little bit about your process for building out the world and how you were portraying that to players, especially with missable content like that? Like, how do you balance that around that for the player? Is it more of like this is a bonus kind of a thing?
So basically, even in this, we're trying to take Souls-like approach. So the lore will be scattered not only in the characters you find and interact with, but also in the items you get, in the bosses you fight. So there will be some kinds of hints of what is going on, but we would like the players to also think of, imagine of what could have trespassed here, why is everything like this. So we're going to guide the players, but also leave them the fantasy of imagining why everything is like this. That isn't to say that things won't be explained, because they will, but also we'd like to have the players some agency to imagine why the world is like that.
That's fair. I like that a lot. This boss fight has got a lot of mechanics. I really enjoy this so far, by the way.
Thank you.
And I love, this means you guys had to build every single environment twice, which is the part that just kind of blows me away.
You should
Yeah.
ask someone.
Yeah, we have to build basically everything twice, and it's not just copying the things, right? Because as you can see, some parts are missing, some parts are different, and this kind of stuff. So it's not just you copy and paste, but you do it and you change it. You do all this kind of stuff to give different environments, even if they are really similar, of course.
Yeah, no, I noticed that completely because you have like different platforms are there, different things like that. How do you balance and test around this kind of a mechanic of being able to swap back and forth between the two different worlds? Because I found a way to get up on top of a building earlier. It didn't feel like it was intended, but it feels like this is one of the things where you have to test every single environment. You have to test every single location. Like, how do you approach that?
Yeah, basically, as I said, we have to test a lot. And also, I'm the level designer and the main tester, of course. As a small team, we are all tester. We all have to do all the stuff because we are really few. So we give each other a hand in every single aspect if we can. But yeah, we have to test a lot. We have to try to think out of the box and say what could happen, what a player could do, and this kind of stuff. So, and at the end, it's really hard to think every single thing that could happen. So that's why we put like a way to get back up. Or the respawn, we put the respawn, so you always be able to go back to a checkpoint. And in the water, we have a safe spot, like you go back in the last available spot. So
Yeah, I did
this is
notice
the
that because
best we
I
can
fell
do.
off the map earlier and it just teleported me back to the right spawn. So no way to soft like myself that I found. I was like, oh cool, they really accounted for this because yeah, it seems like a really wild feature to test around. Personally, like that's crazy to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it requires a lot of testing, like a lot of testing, because it's really hard, like Samuel said, to find every spot that the player can mess with. So we're not saying that there won't be any spot that you can get stuck, but we give the players the ability to unstuck, if you will, from this place. So
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the art. What made you guys choose 2D characters in a 3D environment? I personally love 2.5D like this. I love games that are using 2D sprites and then 3D environments. But I'd like to know what drove you to reach that conclusion for this.
Basically, we
That's
started
something.
from. I'll let you talk in a second. We
No,
started
okay.
from a side-scroller pixel art game. This is
Oh.
our second title. So we wanted to have a step further, and our artist Nicola is really digging into it. He's studying a lot. He really went through all of this to give us this amazing art, and I leave him the word.
Basically, what said someone. So we had a foundation with our first game in pixel art, and we had the chance to study that form of art a lot. So we wanted to take it a step further with the 3D environment, and I had the chance to play the Octopath Traveler series, and I enjoyed it quite a lot.
I had
So
immediately
we
thought of
tried to-
Octopath Traveler with this. It's
Uh,
yeah, that absolutely makes sense. It's they're both beautiful. You guys have done an amazing job on this.
we studied them a lot. We tried to replicate their feeling of this world. So we are very happy with the result for now.
Speaking of which, what engine did you guys use? Because I know Octopath Traveler used Unreal.
And we also did that.
Yeah,
We
you
are
did as well,
on,
okay.
Unreal 5, Unreal 5.3, if other devs want to know. But
Got it.
as Unreal is a very versatile tool, but we are using just the base feature, no nanite, no lumen, no fancy stuff, because we need to have a performant game, basically. So we wanted to have this playable on Steam Deck, maybe Switch too, who knows. So yeah, it's basically Unreal Engine 5 stripped down to the bare minimum.
Nice. Yeah, no. So it is playable on Steam Deck then, even in the demo, or
Yeah.
is that something for planned?
Yeah. Even I think I haven't a Steam Deck, but we had some players that played it on Steam Deck, and they say that performance was alright. So I think it should be playable.
That's fantastic. Yeah, no, Steam Deck. This feels like I'm playing on controller, and this feels like it would feel really good on Steam Deck. So I'm excited to hear that. So I'm going to ask you the hard question, which I always love asking. What do you think your game does the worst? Something that you wish it could be much better at.
Probably the fact that it has a bunch of deep mechanics, so it's not really easy to get into it, to master it, and this kind of stuff. So we wanted to give deep mechanics for the sake of the game to have, because as you can see, we gave to the player Souls-like experience with a mix of roguelike experience. So because we wanted to give the player the choice to play as they like. If you want to have a fast build with with roguelike stuff, you can go for it. But if you want to have a less fast build but permanent one, because you never died in the demo, but if you die, you will lose your Absym powers. So if you want a more permanent one, you go for it. So for this reason, even the riff dancing, this kind of stuff it has a bit of high curve of learning, but once you learn, as you did, really good, basically you get rewarded because the riff dancing is powerful, and you get to stun everyone and this kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, it felt, honestly, I didn't feel that as a weakness playing through this. As much as maybe you guys are worried about that being a weakness, to me that just felt like there was a lot of stuff to explore immediately, like in terms of powers and you know, combinations and things like that. I was immediately thinking about how all that worked, and it didn't feel, I guess it didn't feel impenetrable, it didn't feel esoteric, like it made sense immediately. So maybe not as much of a weakness as you think it is.
Oh, we are glad for it.
Yeah.
Because we are always, I mean, as you are a dev as well, so you know you're always concerned how the player could take some aspect or some mechanics and this kind of stuff. So you're never sure how they will get it, if they will feel about how they will feel about it, and so yeah.
Yeah, this feels good and everything makes sense. I think the only thing that was kind of unknowable until you played around with it was what is the difference between purification damage and crystallization damage, right? That's about it. You know, and once you try it, you're like, oh, okay, I know what purify does now. So it wasn't even that big of a deal. It was more like I have to test this to see.
Yeah, you know, this is a demo, so the real problem for us, at least in the demo, was to introduce all the mechanics in a short time frame. So we have lots of things, and we don't have a lot of inventory stuff. The UI is pretty much, you know, beta. So even explaining some things like the effect of personalize should have, you know, like in Hades, the little side box with all the explanation for the effect. And right now we don't have it, but we will try to have it for the full game, of course.
Yeah, I mean, the UI is pretty simplistic, but it does everything that I need it to, so that makes sense. I'm excited to see what you guys, if you think that these are the biggest weaknesses that you have, I'm excited to see what you keep adding in this game, because this feels like a very polished experience, an incredibly polished experience. When did you start working on this? When did you first, like, maybe concept it out originally? And how long has it taken you to get to this point today?
We started basically after we gave, of course, a bunch of months of support for our previous title, and at some point, once we finished with it, we started to develop this from the concept and all the other stuff. So it's a bunch of, I mean, it's a couple of years now, so it's a lot, because it requires, we are really few, we are just 4, and we made a huge step. What we are happy about this, because we love how it's turning now, all the stuff, and how is the art going. We were a bit of scared at first, because of course you go from full pixel art to 3D environment and lights, but yeah, we wanted to have this step forward. So yeah, it's a couple of years now, and probably will require another year to fully develop.
Yeah, I saw that your release date is Q4 2026.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I want to add a little thing. When we were prototyping this game, we were going for a full 2D top-down view. So
Oh wow.
the most part of the first year was like all the game was in flat 2D, and then we decided to make this step up to go for 3D. I don't know how to want to call it, HD 2D 2.5D game. And yes, we are aiming to release at the end of this year, hopefully, because as you can see in the game, most of the mechanics are there. Of course, there are more power, more boss, more enemies, all this kind of stuff, but the foundation mechanics are all there. So that's basically it. and we wish we wish to maybe find a publisher for this project. But if we will not find it, we will try to publish it ourselves. And that's it for now.
So in terms of wanting to find a publisher, what is it you guys are actually looking for? Because to me, like having worked in publishing and like, you know, made stuff, I'm interested. Are you trying to reach like a more global audience? You trying to do localization stuff through them? Is it a matter of getting on more platforms such as console? Because for me, you guys have effectively already made the game. The only thing that you have left at this point, because you have a solid base, you have solid mechanics, the game feels correct, is just content printing. It's making more levels, making more powers, etc., etc. The buckets are all there. So what is it that you're looking for in a publisher?
Yeah, basically the thing is, we noticed that showing a bit our game is getting us a bunch of good response from the public, but as a small team with really few money, let's say in that way, we don't have much space or money to advertise it, to have a proper marketing. So this is our main concern. So to reach a big audience and to have more people possible, of course, to see it. And this is our, of course, biggest concern.
Sure.
And of course, even having the porting, because in some posts we made on Reddit, a lot of people asking for a PlayStation release and this kind of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, porting is a big one. A lot of publishers will handle porting for you, but I'm really surprised because you guys have such a game that's so far along. Porting and localization is absolutely normal for a publisher to handle, though. 100%. I would be interested, and I guess I'd give you a cautionary tale. Please make money off of your game. Don't let a publisher take it all. Don't let the vampires get you. But at the same time, if you need the support, you need the support, right? Have you tried going down any routes for like crowdfunding or doing things like streaming parts of the development or putting out videos or making YouTube kind of stuff to see if you can gain funding that way to avoid having to have a publisher?
We haven't tried any of it because right now all of our ends are all on developing. So you know, every indie dev knows that marketing is, you know, the final boss, basically.
Yeah. Yes,
the
it
thing
is.
that everyone underestimates, but it's really maybe one of the most important things in development. So we haven't done it, regrettably, and I don't know if we will be able to do it, and I don't know if doing it will be enough. Will bring enough revenue for us to continue developing.
I'm going to be honest with you. If you put a Kickstarter for this, I think it would do gangbusters. I would put money into it. Like I'd be amazed. Most Kickstarter games that you see today have so little game in them. When they go up there, they're usually just a concept, just an idea, a hint of an idea. You have a fully playable, incredible demo. I'd be very surprised if that didn't do well. That being said, you know, if you want to go the publisher route and you guys don't want to go down that route, that's totally fair. But I do think that would work. 100%.
That's good to hear because, you know, we already worked with a publisher for our previous game, and if it would be possible, we would like to, you know, be ourselves the publisher for this project. But
I am always a big fan of indies retaining ownership of all of their stuff.
That's a real concern. We are also concerned about that. But, you know, then there is eating, you know, buying stuff, and we need the money to do so. And for now, you know, we haven't done anything about marketing, so we can say really if it's a route that would be possible for us. But we will try to. After you said that, we will try to, of course.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really good idea. I'm interested because, to be real with you, you guys have something that, like, I'm just sitting here playing it while we're talking, and even though I've already done this content, like, it feels compelling each time because my build's completely different this time. It's based around the gun now. Like, this feels really good. Like, you guys have a lot to be proud of. Bloody good, and art style is dope with the lighting. Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, with the Dash, we have studied another indie game that is Windblown. I don't know if you have played it.
I've heard of that, but I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, Yeah, they have this dash that is really, really satisfying. So we are trying to basically copy it. I don't know how to say it, but yeah. So we have to thank them for this.
Yeah, no, this is you guys have done a really, really good job. I'm surprised too. Like, how much of an audience do you think that you've garnered so far? Like, how many people do you have in your Discord? Have you had trouble getting the word out about the game? Because you did say that marketing was the final boss of indie dev, and it is. But like, have you had difficulty getting people interested in it, or has it been mostly every time someone finds out about it, like, this is cool? Because for me, this is really, really well polished and already feels incredibly compelling.
Well, our audience in Discord is like, I think, 200 people, but they were there from our previous title, basically. And by the way, on our previous title, we did do a Kickstarter for it, and it was successful. But yeah, that's it. That's about it. We have these 200 people that helped us shape the game like it is right now. But I don't think it's a big audience, I would say.
I'm actually amazed. You guys are just suffering from eyes on it. Like, this game is incredible. You guys have a Discord of 273 people. Like, look at this. This is boss. This needs 100% more eyes on it, man. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
How much is the demo? It's free, you goblins. I swear to God.
Yeah. Buy the demo.
Not like this. Not like this. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I'm constantly amazed by stuff like this. It's so rough making indie games because there's so many just absolute phenomenal games out there that don't get really any visibility. And I think yours is definitely one of them. Like, Absym it feels incredibly fun to play, and I'm rather blown away that there's not like a massive community built around this. You guys are making something really cool, and it feels really cool, and it feels like a really interesting marriage of what I would generally feel like a roguelike style mechanics, but in a slower paced, more methodical way of doing combat, which is probably from the Souls-like influence that you have there. Like, this feels really good. Like, I don't know, I'm gonna buy it. Like,
Yeah.
Give me a chance to give me money. Like, I want it now.
You have to buy the demo.
Buying the demo right now. It's happening. Slow corruption, No, I'm really impressed with this, and I think you guys are gonna do great. I'm really, really impressed. I really do. Like, even just as a point of consumer on my own, like, if you guys did a Kickstarter, I'd throw it on it because I think this is really cool, and I think it deserves to be owned. For me, the way that I feel about it is it deserves to be owned by you guys because you've already put so much love into this. You can feel it in everything that you're moving, like the way that it feels, the powers and how they work, like all the monsters, everything feels like you put a lot of time and care into that. And yeah, I think it would be a shame if you didn't fully own the creation that you made. This is phenomenal. Feels like a game Devolver would publish? Yes. And that's actually a really good way to put it. I find that Devolver Digital usually publishes kind of games that all feel sort of the same way in terms of flavor and quality, and they're always great. And this feels like it would be one of those types of games, 100%. Like, it feels like I'm playing a fully fleshed out Devolver Digital published game. So, like, I know that's kind of a weird thing to say after I was like, hey, you should fully own your game, but like, that's a badge of honor kind of a thing. Devolver is one of the few that I would say is amazing. So, not using the sword this time is completely different feeling, and it's still like absolutely valid gameplay. It feels great.
Yeah, my favorite build in the demo is if you find attack speed for the gun, you have like a minigun at some point, and you mesh everything. You mesh every single thing.
Oh, I'm super into that. Yeah, I went the sword the first time, so this time I was like, I want to go like bullet, and then the first power I found was splits 5 ways with lightning on every shot. I was like, all right, that's great.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want a hint about the secret I was talking about earlier?
The fact that you're saying that means it's in this environment, so I'm not leaving until I find it.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly here.
Somewhere in here. Yeah. Is there a way I can screw up and not be able to see it?
I don't think so, because you can see it. But it's hard to see, but you can see it.
All right. I will find it. I'll stay here and just never leave.
As the mysterious figure says, don't trust your eyes.
I love that. I love that you've put that into, like, the game's mechanics, is the idea of, like, don't trust your eyes. Because he just said it offhand. A lot of games will do that if, like, I said an edgy comment, right? But this one, yours is like, no, I mean it. I really dig this, though. Like, you guys have nothing to worry about in terms of, like, you know, the game not being up to par or anything like that. I think you, whatever that kind of fear was, has driven you to make something that is ridiculously polished. That's the only way that I can put it. This is ridiculous. This is the level of polish that is. I wouldn't expect this in an early demo with the game being a year out. I'd expect this from the game is done kind of a feel, and it feels great. Like, even in the fact that you have catch-alls for, like, little tiny stuff that could maybe happen, you know, like getting stuck in walls, then falling off the map and whatever. I'm terrified of this guy. He's like sitting behind these stairs.
Yeah,
like yeah.
We don't know why, but yeah, he's there.
I'm getting trolled. I will find this secret. I'll find a way.
And it's a big secret too, because it's really good. What you get for discovering it, it's amazing.
Oh man, now I really want to get it.
Yeah.
I really want to get it because I found this one.
Yeah, and it's not so easy. I made it on purpose.
I liked that. I liked that one. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, because I don't know if you noticed, but there are this kind of structure every time you need to rift. This kind of triangle things. Yeah. And Samuele did not put it when you have to rift in certain place, so you don't know if there is something. And he just do this for fun, you know.
Yeah,
So we have to find the things. We have to test to find the things, basically.
yeah.
Aha! I don't know why I'm on the roof, but I'm on the roof.
Yeah.
My lying eyes, huh? Definitely don't want to trust my eyes. There's gotta be a way. Oh? Oh.
This is one of the notes we were talking about that you found scattered around the place.
Yeah. Reached the fisherman's district and had just begun to settle when it happened. A roar shattered the silence. Glowing purple sphere appeared, pulsing like a living thing. Those too close were turned to crystal, their terror frozen in place. Okay, so this is when Evelyn actually got injured.
Yep.
We killed this thing. I love these, by the way. It feels like...
This is
Also, if you want, I can give you a bit of a tiny secret that was in development, and we changed a bit of the level design, so you don't see it anymore. But if you want to.
Sure, I would love to see that. Yeah.
Do you remember the monster you fought at the beginning?
Yeah.
The one that injured you and made you transform?
Yeah.
That's Evelyn.
Oh! Oh, that's terrifying. So you guys ended up not... Did you not add that to the game, or is it just not, like, explained ever?
We, in the beginning, we wanted to discourage people from exploring too much of Absym. So those kind of monsters were roaming all around the place, and they would make this scream that you saw that would stun you, basically, and then they would hit you really hard. So it was like a thing to discourage players from exploring too much, but we felt we felt that was too punishing, so we decided to just remove it, and maybe we'll add something later that feels like that, but it's just a thought.
Oh. Victory is mine.
You find all of them. All of them. You find all of them.
Yeah, that's all work for Samuele, so please continue.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's my job for years.
Hot.
Oh.
Holy.
Don't trust your eyes.
Don't trust your eyes. The thing is that that asset looked unique. So I was like, there's got to be something here. Love that. Love that.
And this is actually something that oh wait, stop.
You have done well following the signs, and now you stand before this ancient place of power. Take what dwells within, claim these forgotten gifts, and with them, you may yet save the world. Invoke the temple. Okay.
Ta-da!
Yeah, that's pretty sick. We're gonna do that.
Okay, if you take this one, this Obscurus one, yeah, and now
Yeah.
just play. You will see what happened if you are corrupted.
I'm gonna keep getting more corrupted first. I just want to be.
Yeah. Do it.
It's more, just even more. Critical chance to 55%. Sure, man.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
You're pulling
You were-
a lot of rare ones.
Yeah, you're actually really lucky with the pool there. One Obscurus and one Legendary is like.
Oh, it's probably bad. Oh, no, it's not good. My bones. Oh no, guys, I'm drunk on power. It's not good. Okay, there we go. We're good. Had a little bit too much corruption, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, ow! What? Oh, it hurts. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad.
And
You can discard the boon if you want, with the manager on the inventory on the select.
Discarding the boon would require me to not be as powerful. I can't allow that.
Okay.
that's right. That's a line of thought that we share. So yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I need to be really completely powerful. I don't have any of these yet, do I?
And another like funny story about this corruption mechanic is that like in development we thought that it would be fun if corruption meant that you actually saw things that weren't there, so enemies, stuff, and if you'd go for that you'd take damage. It's like visions.
That's
But
wild.
in the end we decided that just the controller being funny and the camera looking all woo would be
Can I
enough.
not turn in seeds yet? Am I too early in the story to turn in the seeds?
You need
You need the talent. You need the talent.
Oh,
On the
On the checkpoint, you
Let's
unlock it.
yeah. Oh, thank God. Take it. Take all of it. Oh, down to 104%. That's probably fine. 104% is way less bad than 191.
Yeah, basically, I think you start getting drawbacks from like 120, I think. 150?
150.
150.
So what made you guys want to do it at that kind of a level instead of just 100%? Just wanted to go like above and beyond.
Basically, we wanted to have in the early days of this system, we have like multi-step malus. So when you reach, I don't remember, maybe 300%, you die instantly. And
That's pretty legit.
And you know, we have started to make it less and less strong. And then you have the 150% that is right now. It's like a reminiscence of this multi-step system. It's the first of the bad step, basically.
No, I love it. I think that it feels really, really good. Because it's like, I could totally go above and beyond for a little while.
Yeah. Also, that we can say that in the full game, you will be able to make certain choices only if you have a certain amount of corruption. For example, open a corrupted temple that needs you to have at least 130% of corruption. You know, stuff like that.
That's interesting. Do you have any
or
idea?
even being able or not being able to talk with some NPCs that they want you to be corrupted or not to be corrupted because maybe they could be scared of you or this kind of stuff.
So you're really leaning into the lore and kind of unlocking aspect of corruption as well. I like that a lot. Do you have any idea about? I don't know. Is there any repeatable content that ends up being a thing outside of this because it does have the roguelike elements?
Okay, so this is a far shot, but we thought about, since we took inspiration from Bloodborne, we thought about doing something in the lines of the Chalice Dungeons. So a side mode that you can play whenever, and it's just basically dungeons, and you find power-ups, you find crystals, and you find things that will help you through the story, but it's a separate mode. So, and it's infinitely replayable.
I love that. No, I think that's awesome. That's it. Yeah, they have so many good ideas. Agreed. You guys have a lot of really good ideas with that. I would absolutely love that. Because that's the thing with this is like, this is fantastic, and I would love to have like a, how really broken can I make my character? Like how incredibly broken can I build him? How deep can I make the corruption before it claims me? You know, that kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's basically the theme of the game.
That's fantastic. No, I think you guys are doing great. I'm very excited to see what you could add to the game. Very, very excited for it. If you had any advice for younger developers, because we have a lot of devs in the community, people who are just starting out, some people who've been in the industry for a really long time, what advice would you give somebody who's just starting?
Just don't. No, I'm kidding.
Damn. You heard it here first, folks. Don't be a game dev. There you go. Go on. That's goddamn grim.
I mean, in what's the most important thing, and I think you can agree, is the passion, because it's a hard field. It's a hard field mostly in the last few years. So it's a lot of competitive and a lot of good devs from big companies. So this is a reality. We have to accept it and we have to face it. But if you have the will to study, to get better, to listen even to players and your community, because this is really important, not being too much proud of what you do. I mean, you have to be proud of what you do, but not too much attached, because at some point you can get easily burned while you play, you do the stuff. So having feedback from the others is really, really important. And even if sometimes it can hurt because maybe you want it really in that way, but if they say it, there's a reason. So yeah, maybe you can mix, like hearing from the others and improve yourself and get a better product, because at the end you're making games for players, not for yourself. So basically it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
My personal advice is playtest a lot. If you can, new player, try to playtest the demo and ask the right question to the players. What feels good, what doesn't feel good. And if you have an idea, try to make the things that are wrong right, basically. But playtesting for us would be our fastest way to improve the product, basically.
I just realized that no matter what I do, they die. Oh no.
It's just a matter that if you want their blood on your hands, that's just it.
I mean, their blood on my hands gave me a lot of cool powers, so like, yeah, you know.
That's a choice you can make. If you can live with yourself.
I mean, I can live with cool powers.
That's... Go for it, man. Just go for it.
Honestly, I love the dash in this. So, this is sort of an interesting thing, and I've been thinking about it playing through. A lot of games like this will have like a stamina or cooldown on the dash. What made you not want to do that?
I think that that's something that, for example, in Souls-like games, stamina, I think it's important because it's part of the gameplay. I mean, when you face an enemy, it's much more personal than, for example, in a roguelike, because enemies are much stronger in Souls-like. So stamina is a way to control what you do. If you had infinite stamina, I think it would be less of a Souls-like and more of a general action RPG. So, and even in roguelikes, we always thought that having stamina would be a bit limiting for the player. So we decided that the player could have infinite stamina. They could dash whenever they want. But the thing is, we will just pour them with enemies. So the dash actually feels important in another way, but in a similar way also. So you can have you will dash infinitely, but you have to time your dashes. You have to use your dashes correctly because you will have a lot of enemies to face. So that's basically, yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel that through playing the game. I was mostly interested in, like, you know, what led you to that, and that's exactly how I feel, is like, when I'm using the dash, like, I need it. I need to use it correctly, and if I don't use it correctly, I'm probably going to get smacked in the face each time. Like, I have to pay attention to, yeah, even though I have infinite resource, it's about the timing. It's about using it correctly to reposition or do damage. Like that.
Yeah.
Screwed it up. Nice. And look how much damage I took, right? I went from 100 out of...
No, but it's
41.
exactly that point. Yeah. It's that.
Like, if you use it wrong, it's pain. Instantly.
Yeah, you basically get hit a lot, yeah.
I
And
love
when
the
we
rift
tested-
dancing. That feels good.
We had lots of discussions about the rift change because we always felt like it was not strong enough or too strong, so it went through many iterations before we found that the perfect spot where it feels okay, not too strong, but at the same time it feels really good when you like pull all the enemies together and you just drag them down. That was the feeling that we were aiming for without having it feel too powerful, because you know, if it's too powerful, then you trivialize the other aspects of the gameplay. So we wanted it to feel good but not being extremely powerful.
Yeah, it does definitely feel good. I found a really interesting spot to hang out.
Thank you for giving me a lot of work. Thank you. It's not like it's going to be a weekend or something.
My favorite part about this is now that I've got myself over here, getting back on was quite difficult. But I managed to do it. There we go. Because it marked it as a safe spot. So if I fell off the map, it put me back there. In the journal. How many of these do I have now? 7 out of 8. Yeah, this has been fantastic. I think that your guys' game is amazing. And I hope that this Indiecember garners you a lot more players than you had before. I hope that you're able to retain full control of what you're making and have financial stability when doing so, because this is fantastic.
Thank you. We also like to thank you for the opportunity, because as you said, it's really been hard for us to have people have a look at the game, because we don't have a lot of reach. So your stream really helped us in this. So for that, we're infinitely thankful.
I'm really glad. Like, the whole idea for Indiecember is specifically to fix that problem for as many devs as possible. Like, we can't fix it for everybody, but we're gonna fix it for as many people as we can, and then let's kind of go from there, you know. And my hope is, oh god, getting owned. My hope is that what we'll be able to do is be able to do that for June as well. So like, we're gonna do an Indie Summer, because I got 500 games that submitted. And like, I can't do all 500 games in a month. I could do 3 a day if we want to do them correctly, you know. And like, so I've been doing 3 a day, and then I'm streaming the Thursdays for the rest of the month as well, which I normally don't stream Thursdays, because I'm like, dude, we have so many, I just want to cover as many as possible. And what we'll do is, for the rest of the ones that didn't get covered this time, we're keeping their information, so we can contact them and be like, hey, do you want to be in here for June now? And then just keep it rolling. I'll just have this like thing where everybody can get in and do that. And I think the other thing that I'd like to do is maybe like a year from now, maybe next in December, we'll come back and see where you guys are at. You know, like if you've already launched your game by then, like how is it doing, everything like that. I think it'd be cool to like touch base later. So I've got all these ideas for how I want to do this, where we can help a bunch of different indie devs and kind of give a showcase for that. Because the only way you can get it outside of that is either going through a publisher where you lose control of your game, you know, in one way, a small way or in a big way, or throwing a ton of money at it, which is just like, indie devs don't have that kind of money. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So that's the whole point of the event, and I'm glad you guys are getting exactly that out of it, you know. This is fantastic. This game is rad. And it's pretty, too. It looks great, it feels great, and I'm really enjoying playing it, so. And I'm not
Also,
corrupted anymore.
Yeah. Also, the last thing I'm gonna say is that, have you seen the armory?
No. This thing right here? None of
No,
these
no,
work.
the armory is like, yeah, that's.
Okay.
And those are not for show. We can say that those are weapons that are not like, oh yeah, let's put like a turret and we'll change it later. No, that's actually a build you will be able to make. Is that let's say the engineer. So you place turrets and you'll have turrets fight for you.
So when can I just throw money at you to have this game? It's like, I love engineering classes, dude. Like, the idea of having turrets or, like, robot minions or any of that kind of stuff, that's my favorite, 100%. Does it have legs? Is that a walking turret?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Oh, no, I'm super down. The idea of having different weapons like that is very cool. And, yeah, that's awesome. That adds even more gameplay to the game. Yeah. Yeah, not even the devs know. Incredible feature. No, I think this is great. I really, really love this, and I can't wait to see what you guys do next. Well, we are about at time, but is there anything you want to say to the community to end it out?
Thank you.
Just
Thank
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you for being extremely supportive. Yeah, that's about it, I think.
Yeah, I absolutely mean it too. I think what you guys are making is really, really good. Really, really good. And I can't wait to see where it goes. So keep going. Do it. And let me know if you start a Kickstarter, man.
We'll let you know.
Let me know.
Thank you so
All right.
much again.
Absolutely. I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.